I'm Chris Robinson, and I'd like to persuade you about life, your life. I want to tell you right now that suicide, it's not the answer, no matter how depressed you are, no matter how sad you are, no matter how angry you are. It's just not the answer. So many people will be affected by your death. So many. I'd like to tell you a story. His name was Andrew, and he was a very good friend of mine. I knew Andrew since grade 7. And while after high school we slowly went our separate ways, we reconnected in the last 5 to 6 years. Andrew was a big, loving teddy bear and had a heart of gold, and he had a beautiful, beautiful daughter, and he loved his daughter to death, and he had a beautiful, beautiful wife. One day, Andrew took the liberty to call me, and we had a lovely conversation. We talked about everything. He told me about how his life was going to change, how things were happening at home, and how things were going to be different now. And I said to him, Andrew, it's okay. My life changed. And when I wanted to talk to somebody, you were there to listen to me. And you were having my house. I can't tell you how many times Andrew probably fixed my fence gate. Every time I'd come home, there'd be new wood on it, and he never charged me for it. Well, after our long conversation, Andrew and I made plans to get together the following Saturday. We were going to talk about how his life was going to change, and I was hopefully going to help him, guide him in the right direction, push him to certain things, and talk to him. Unfortunately, the next day, Andrew took his life. Andrew was a suicide. Andrew became a statistic. And that's not a statistic number we should be proud of. In fact, it's embarrassing. Because suicide isn't the way to go. Too many people out there now suffer from depression. In fact, 60% of the population suffers from depression. That is unheard of. That's unbelievable. It's the leading cause of death in our young people. Young people whose lives haven't even begun to grow. We have to change that. We have to change the way we are. Because right now, no one wants to talk about suicide. No one wants to know about it. No one wants to think about it. No one wants to talk about their feelings, about how they're freaking sad and upset. Well, let me tell you, it's okay to be sad and upset. It's okay to be angry and clench your fists like this. It's okay to yell up at the sky and curse somebody if you want. That's normal. That's okay. Don't be offended by that. Don't get upset about that. I don't want people to die. I felt privileged that Andrew was one of the few people that he spoke to, me specifically, and someone else the day before. At first, I was a little upset about it. It took me a little while to get over it, but I realized it might have been an honor to have Andrew want to talk to me, and I really appreciate that. But I realized maybe I didn't hear something, maybe I didn't listen properly, or maybe I didn't catch a word he was trying to tell me. And I think to myself, after Andrew's gone now, a year and a half later, that life is precious. Life means the world. And whether you're an adult going through a divorce like I did once in my lifetime, or you're a kid being bullied at school and you don't know what to do, and you go on social media and you rant and you rave and then you kill yourself. When you do a suicide, you affect a lot of people. You affect your parents who love you very much. You affect your brothers and sisters who care for you very deeply, your cousins, your aunts, your grandparents. When you take your own life, all those people are affected by you not being there. And as much as I hate saying it, suicide's a selfish way. You're only thinking of yourself. You're not thinking about the people that love you. You're not thinking about your employer, your employees, the people that work for you, the people that you work with. You're not thinking about your brother who would miss you, or your sister who would miss you, or your mother, or your dad, or your grandpa, or your uncle, or your aunt. You're not thinking about that. All you're thinking about is death is my only way out. I'm so sad, I'm so upset that suicide is my only way. Suicide isn't your only way. I'd like to tell you another story. I was going through a very rough period in my lifetime, and I went on social media and I said something. And I have these two friends of mine, they're brothers, and we'll call them the Dice Boys because I've known them for a while. They were over at my house pretty quick after that, and they spent the whole evening with me, and we just talked. We visited and we talked. Now, in no way did I ever think about killing myself. I have a son that's too important to me. I have a sister. I have a brother. I have a mom and a dad and an uncle and an aunt, and I couldn't do that to them. I couldn't take me away from them. So if you're thinking that suicide is the answer, I want to tell you to stop. Stop right now. Stop what you're doing. I just want you to watch this video. I just want you to listen to what I'm saying. I want you to know I'm looking right at you right now. I want you to live. Your life is important. I don't even know you, and I know your life is important. If you want to go for a coffee, I'll go for a coffee with you. If you want to sit and talk and shoot the shit and watch a movie, I'll do that with you. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to take your own life. I don't want you to become an Andrew. I don't want you to become a statistic. I don't want your parents to be affected by you not being here. I don't want your sister to be affected by you not being here, or your brother, or your mom, or anyone else. But what I do want you to do is talk. I don't care what we talk about. I don't care if you want to hug. I'll hug you. I have no problem hugging you. I don't even need to know you, but I'll hug you. But what I do want you to know is you, right now, watching this video, I don't care. I want you to listen to me. You matter. You matter more to anybody else than you could ever imagine. And while you're sitting at your computer and you're going through your YouTube videos and you're scrolling through this video and you're thinking to yourself, doesn't matter anymore. No one cares. No one gives a shit about me. I give a shit. I give a shit about you. I care. And so do your parents. And so does everybody else. So if you think you need to suicide to get away from it, you're wrong. What you need to do is you need to talk to an uncle or an aunt or your mom or your dad or your brother. You need to go to your school, maybe talk to a principal, a counselor, a teacher. If it's your work, you go to your boss and you say, you listen to me. I'm sad and I'm upset. And I want someone to listen. And you tell them that. And you talk. And you share your problems. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be sad about being depressed. There's nothing to be afraid of telling people you're depressed. It happens to us. It happens to me. It happened to me. It happened to Andrew. And Andrew made a choice. And he left back a beautiful wife, a really cute daughter, a great set of parents, a sister who's fantastic, a job that he loved. For what? Because he couldn't talk about it. Because he was scared. That's not right. I don't think it's right. I think you want to talk. And I know if you're watching right now, you've made it this far in a video, that it really probably does matter. And you know your life matters. I think it matters. So I want you right now. I don't care if you're 1, 10, 100, 1,000 people who watch this video. Just listen to me. You matter. And I want to persuade you that your life is so important right now. It means the world to me that you don't kill yourself. It would mean the world to everyone else too. But I just want you to stop and think about that for a minute before you decide you're going to kill yourself. Because that's not the way to go. I want to show you something. I kept Andrew's obituary. I've had it since it was posted. And I have it put away and I keep it as a stern reminder that I was lucky enough to have the last conversation with him. And that's pretty important to me. It meant something. At first I was mad, but I look back on it now a year and a half later, and that was an honor to be able to have that conversation. I think now, maybe did I miss something when I talked to him? Did I not hear certain words? Was he hinting at something? Did I not know? It's a burden that rests with me forever, but it's something I'm willing to accept. So I want you watching right now to know you care. I care about you. I want to leave you with a quote. And it's a quote by a fictional superhero. And he's also tasked with a very heavy burden in life about saving humanity. He once said, "I'm not a god. People die, and there's nothing I can do about it. I wish I could. I would save them all if I could." Superman said that. Yeah, the guy who's supposed to save the world said that. What's that think? What's that make you? He'd save you if he could. Well, right now, I'm that guy. And I'll be your Superman and save you. So please, whatever you do, whatever you're done with this video, when you take your laptop and you close it down and you turn everything off and you're sitting by yourself in those moments of silence and you're crying and you're angry, please, don't kill yourself. Don't ever do that. because right now I'm persuading you that your life is so important. I will do whatever it takes to make sure you stay alive.